They're just looking at this board state going, what? What is going on here? What is going on here? And we did it. Welcome back, crew. We are in for something interesting today. This isn't the video that you were expecting, or the video you probably need. Maybe not even the video you want, but it is the video we have today. Now, we have currently the list of achievements we've got on this channel for One Piece. The first one being the infinite loop. Now, I have been corrected. We can't achieve a loop infinitely on the video because that video won't end. So we have achieved the infinite loop though, and we've done this a number of ways with Odin. I'm happy to say that I've ticked this one off. The next one that we're trying is today's video. Today's video is trying to get our leader to the highest power. Now, I'm trying to write it down as simply as possible here, but what we're actually trying to do is have our leader the highest power possible on our opponent's turn for the duration of the turn. Now, I do think this is okay to bump your leader up to that power on your opponent's turn, but it has to be for more than one battle. So we can't do one of these effects like playing a going blank here, any one of these events that bumps your leader up 4,000 and doing multiple of those, because that is, I think, cheating. It's not for the whole turn. We want our leader highest power for the whole turn. Now, there's a number of different ways we can do this. I don't think I achieved the maximum possible for today, but it is pretty high. I don't know that any of you will have seen a leader this high before. Pretty spicy stuff, not one that you want to play in any sort of competition. Maybe you bring it to the locals just to go, hey, let's see if we can achieve this today. I think it's not too bad to pull off. Anyway, let's have a look at the deck that we're actually going to do this with today. It's with Perona. You probably wouldn't expect it. We've got Perona here. Now, this deck you probably haven't seen me play. This is, I'm going to call this a bit of a meme deck. We have multiple things going on in this deck, and none of them are kosher. They are all things that are just trying to be a little bit trolly, right? So let's have a look at the things that we got here. First of all, if you don't know Perona, she rests any 4 cost or lower on the opponent's field, or negs and a character down by 1. Really useful for controlling the field. Now, the thing that we're trying to go for, I'll show you some of the other things first before I show you the key thing of why you're here today. If you do want to just jump ahead to the videos, or only one today, if you do want to just jump ahead to that video where we hit the highest number possible, check it in the description. You can just jump ahead to that video. If you want to see how, this is how. So, first off, I want to show you this other cool thing happening in this deck, and it is with this kid. So, if you don't know this kid, he's basically Mini Kid. The 8 cost, 8,000 power kid that when it's sideways, you have to attack it. This is a mini version. 5 cost, 6,000 power. If this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack any other card or any other character other than characters named Eustace Kid. Pretty cool, but why wouldn't we use just the 8 cost in this deck? Because we are comboing it with this card here. Add the top card of your life to your hand. All of your cost 7 or lower characters cannot be KO'd in battle. So, Big Kid, he is at 8 cost, so this would not work on him. This one, it does work. This one, it works very well. When you pull this off, basically the only way to stop this is to remove this kid from play by other means other than a battle KO So this is why we've got these guys in here, just to make sure this kid sticks around. This is a side plan, right? It's not our main plan. Our main plan is to bump up our leader to a massive number. The main card that we're going to do this with is Shadows Asgard. Shadows Asgard, if you haven't come across this card, it is actually pretty good. It's locked to Thriller Bark characters though, so it's probably why I haven't seen it too often. Now we have a main / counter. You can do this on your turn as well, but we're choosing it to do it on our opponent's turn just to make sure that we achieve that achievement, right? So your leader gains 1000 power during this turn. You pay 2, you get that effect. Then you may KO any number of your cost 2 or less characters with Thriller Bark Pirates type. So you have to KO your own 2 cost or less characters. For each KO'd character, your leader gains 1000 power. So you can see where this is going. If you've got 5 characters on the field, which are 2 cost or less Thriller Barks, you're going to gain 1 for playing this. Then you KO the 5, you gain an extra 5. That is +6. That bumps your leader up to 11,000. Now, I have seen on one occasion a black-yellow Luffy achieve an 11,000 power turn. Pretty crazy in its own right. I've seen this. But we're going to do better than that. 11 is not enough for us. If we wanted 11, we'd just play that black-yellow Luffy deck. We want more. How high can we go? I'm not going to spoil it here. Got to watch the video to see what we get to, but gotta say, we can get higher than 11 with this 2 cost, right? This 2 cost on KO give up to one of your leaders or characters plus 1000 power for the turn. So if we use this card to KO this card, let's say we just have one character on the field and we use this card here, right? We pay the 2, we get +1. We KO this, we get another one. This effect activates, we get another one. That's +3000 power for the turn. So that would be then an 8k leader from 2 Don and KOing one thing. Pretty good, pretty good. And that is for the duration of the turn. There is one more little tech that I was trying to go for, but it didn't really work. So the other thing we have is this card here. Now, it is, I don't think it's as effective, but it is in here. I was originally trying it, and I just left it in because it's a decent 10 cost for this style of deck. It has on play, rest up to one of your opponent's characters, and that character will not become active in your opponent's next refresh phase. Then if your opponent has 2 or more rested characters, your leader gains 2000 power. Going for that 2000 power, that plus power thing we're going for. But if you play 10, you can't use a Asgard, right? Wrong. This Perona here, when a character is rested by one of your effects set up to one of your Don active. If you've got 2 Perona on the field and play this out, your leader becomes +2 and you've got 2 Don left to play this. That would also mean that you need 2 characters on the field, like these 2. So maximum that you could get from this effect would actually be 2 of these on the field, 2 of these on the field. You play this down, then you've got a 2000 with this ready to go on your opponent's turn. You play this on your opponent's turn, and then you KO these 2. So you'd have 7 from this, gain 1, gain 2, gain 3, gain 4, gain 5. That's +7. +7 for the turn would be the max that this could actually generate, bringing your leader to a 12,000 power leader. Not bad, but I think Asgard alone with a field that's wide is better. So without further ado, let's jump on into the video. Sit back and enjoy for a bit of fun. Get a choice. We're going second. This is going to be a crazy game because you're going to see the highest power leader we can make in One Piece to date. Don't have a plan, but that's okay, right? We're going to start with one of these. And what do we want to grab? I think we want to grab definitely Shadow Asgard. And we have to trash one. We're going to trash this one and play this. Our idea is we want as many of these on our bench, on our character area as possible. We can use this one. I'm going to use this one. And what we're going to do is use Shadow Asgard to beef our leader to the maximum value so we're a permanent power on our opponent's turn. Not sure what we can get to. We're going to find out together. Going to play this out. No, I'm going to take this one. All right, this looks pretty good. We can play out one here. Trash one, play these two. That's a pretty full turn. We're just going to try and keep their board clear. And with Perona, we can control their board. So this is the perfect leader to go to try this against. All right. Here goes. We're going to do one here. Play this down. We're going to get rid of this one and this one. And then we're going to play out this here, grabbing one of these, and we will trash one of these. Perfect. So our board is almost set. It's almost there. I think there's no point me playing this card, so I'm just gonna drop this down. Next turn we'll have the fifth one here. This will allow us to go +5, +6, +7, +8. Turning this into a 13,000 power leader, which is insane, absolutely insane. All right, we want to control, we want to take this thing down. This is the one that's going to hurt us. Want to play this, 2, 2. So we're just going to do 7 here. Yep. Yeah, just don't want this business here. Okay, we're going to try and take it down then. We will try and take this thing down. What's in here? Don't like the things in there. I'm going to do... We can afford to lose this one. We're going to do another one here. They should ditch it. 2 cards from hand. 3 cards from hand. Okay. Now, I didn't enter this game thinking I was actually going to win, but they seriously compromised themselves. So we might actually win. I'm just hoping that this doesn't KO this one, which I think they will. We stand to lose 2 here. They've got 3 attacks. Coming in here. Okay. We will ditch 2 cards. Going to get rid of this. Going to get rid of a 2k. Play these to our next turn. I just hope we don't lose this one. Yeah, that one. Okay. Although we can just play it out again from our trash anyway, so not the biggest loss, actually. Ooh, okay. Mean and business here. 2, 2, 1. Leave 1. This is going to be insane. We are going to do it. We're going to do it. I want to get rid of this thing though. So, I'm going to do one here and just hope this isn't a 2K. Excellent. I don't think anything can stop us now. 2 here. 2 here. 1 here. End turn. All right. This is it. This is the big one. I'm reading 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 9,000 to our leader. That'll be a 14,000 power leader. This is insane. No blocker. We're doing this. Here it comes. Here it comes. You ready? No more targets. 1, 2, 3. 14,000 power leader plus 9,000 for the turn. That just shut them down. That just shut them down on the spot. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable. They're just looking at this board say going, what? What is going on here? What is going on here? And we did it. We did it. I can tick this one off the list because it's not an infinite 9,000. Can't achieve infinite, which I learned the hard way. But we have ticked off hitting the highest power leader. I mean, technically we could get it to a 15. It would require all 4 of these to be on the board. Not likely to happen. And they're still going for it. They are determined. We are also determined not to let that go through. We still have a game to win here. Still have a game to win here. So, and there's the other one. If we just waited one turn, we would have had a 15. All right. What do we want to get rid of first? I think we want to play all of these down. Might play one of these as well. I guess we'll just grab one of these. So blocker's good. KO something. We KO this. KO this. I'm going to try and attack into this one. Going to try and attack it. See what happens here. And then I will rest something and KO something. So I'm either going to KO this one or this one. All right. We rest this one. We KO it. We play this down. We play one of these down, or I leave it in hand. I think we just play one of these instead. If I play this, I might get another one and be able to defend. I think we play this and got nothing good here. Okay. We're just going to leave it here. Going to leave it there. We can defend 2 of these. Not expecting to win this game still, but mission accomplished. Let me know if this was a video worth watching in the comments. We've probably only got, one more turn to go before we lose. So you may as well stick around, but do let me know in the comments, was this a good one to watch? Okay. This is game over, guys. It's game over. All right. Thanks for sticking around with me. Just one game today. Pretty good one. I hope you enjoyed seeing a 14,000 power leader. No win, but don't expect to win if you're going to play a silly gimmick like this. Until next time, look after yourselves and look after your decks.